Thank you very much. Government, please proceed. Gregory, on one of the previous calls, you mentioned a jack and chop. I want to show you a couple of photos. If we could see previously admitted Exhibit 242, Photo 1. Do you know whose house that is? That's Poonie's mama house. And if we can go to Photo 43, please. What is in that bottle? That's mannitol. That's the cut that we used to cut our heroin with. And you also call that chop? Yeah. If we could go to Photo 70, please. Do you know what this device is? Yeah, that's the part of the jack that, that's the one that smashed down to the iron plate to compress the dope together, to compress the heroin together so it can be hard. So when you and Evans Lewis were talking about a jack, is that kind of what you all were discussing? Yeah, that's what we discussing is a compressor. We just call it a jack. That's some street code. I want to go to February 18th at 7:30 p.m., session number 7817. What is a clock? A clock is a scale, something that you weighed your dope with to see how many ounces or how many grams you're putting on there. And who are you talking with on that call? To Evans. The next call is February 19th at 8:45 a.m., session number 8231. Can you tell from the voice who that is? Yeah, that ain't Poonie, that's T-Red. So it should read Oni instead of Neville? Yeah, you got that wrong, that's T-Red. And who are you calling here? I called Red. I called T-Red. That's when I had asked him, is them boys in my room? Me and Red stayed together, and that's who put Pound on the phone. Then Pound put Evans on the phone. And where were they all staying? In Mississippi. And where were you? I don't know where I was. I was downtown somewhere. And why are you asking for a shirt with Plucky on it? Because Plucky funeral was that day. And you killed Plucky, correct? Yeah, I killed him. But you were still going to the funeral? Yeah. And you still wanted to wear a shirt with him on it, correct? Yeah. I was wearing a t-shirt so I could cover up that they don't know that I killed him. Alright. The next call is at 11:20 a.m. that morning, February 19th. This is session 8340. And who was that call with? That was Woody. And Woody is Alonzo Peters? Yes. And what are you and Woody talking about right there? He was calling me, telling me that he had a heroin, that he wanted some more. And I told him that, I'm still talking about how, I made him lose his job, and I was telling him, like, I'm gonna give him some dope every week, like he getting paid, like his paycheck. And then I told him every 2 weeks, because I'm thinking about a hotel. I'm thinking he getting paid every 2 weeks. So I just told him, like, man, I'm gonna give you the money every 2 weeks. I'm gonna give you the stuff every 2 weeks, like, like you getting paid, like you still working a job since I made you lose a job. All right. How many times did Woody rent rooms for you? He rented rooms for me a few times. I don't really know exactly how many. And what would you all do in the rooms? We'd sleep there, bring girls there, we'd hold our dope there. We'd do whatever we want there. Why did you need hotel rooms to do that? Because, we'd rather be in a hotel like in Metairie somewhere because, one thing, that's a safe spot. We beefing, so we ain't trying to be staying in no spot in New Orleans and somebody come we kill people. We go to your house and kill you, or we catch you, where you slipping at. You gonna think twice to come to a hotel to kill you. Alright. Did you go to Plucky's funeral that morning? Yeah. And what happened after Plucky's funeral? After Plucky's funeral, they had a murder that happened. We were driving down the street, but I ain't see him. I ain't seen Jasmine Perry shoot. But when they came on the strip, they just was talking about it. Objection, Your Honor. He says he didn't have knowledge of. I'll lay a foundation. Objection sustained. Lay a foundation. Strike that answer, please. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, the last question and answer will be stricken. Do not regard that at all. Go ahead and continue. Do you remember who you left Plucky's funeral with? Yeah. Do you remember who went to Plucky's funeral? Yeah, all us went. Me, Leroy, Merle, Breezy, Pound, Rail, Evans, everybody. All us from out the Ninth Ward went. Okay, and afterwards, do you remember who you left with? Let me ask you this. Not really. I don't really recall. Do you remember where you went after the funeral? Yeah, we went downtown. And to where specifically? On a strip, G Strip. And did you see Jasmine Perry, Daryl Franklin, and Ashton Price later? What you said? Did you see Jasmine Perry, Daryl Franklin, and Ashton Price later? Objection, leading, Your Honor, sustained. Did you see Jasmine Perry that day? Yeah, I seen them like after the funeral. We went all us went downtown. What did Jasmine Perry tell you when he saw you? Oh, Breezy say something. Rail ain't say nothing. All right, what did Daryl Franklin tell you? He said Rail liked that how Rail had jumped the fence and how he ran a dude down and killed him with the 223 with the monkey nuts. The 223 with the monkey nuts. Was that used in any other crimes? Yeah, that was used in the crime with Little John Haynes. That was used in the murder with me and AD in the project. And why did you all call it monkey nuts? We call it a monkey nuts because he got 2 nuts on there. It's a 100-round drum and it looked like nuts. Going to call 40. This is on February 19th, 2011, 2:05 p.m. This will be session number 8411. And who is that call with? With Pony. And what are you all talking about? He asked me where I stashed the gun at. And who is Pound? Pound is Ashton Price. Let's see. The next day on February 20th, 2011 at 10:04 a.m. If we could play call 9019. Who is on this call? Leroy and Pony. And were you with either of them? Your Honor, I'm going to object. He is not a speaker on this call. He can't authenticate that. Overruled. Were you with either Leroy or Pony? Yeah, I'm in the car. I'm in the car with Leroy. That's my phone he on. And what are you all doing? We setting up to kill Cole in the project. And when you say setting up, how are you all doing that? We instructing Pony and Derek where to sit at to watch. That's why Leroy say, F them people that, they look like the people because they in a police car too. They in an Impala, a white Impala. And what kind of car are you in with Leroy? We in a Trailblazer, a green Trailblazer. Do you know if Curtis Neville and Derek Wallace had a gun? Yeah, they got a gun. They had a 223 with the monkey nuts. And when you said that they're in a police car, what kind of police car are they in? It's an all white Impala, like that's the police cars that they ride around in New Orleans, the New Orleans police car. Was that Impala ever used in other crimes? Yeah, it was used today. Breezy, Rail, and Pound done that leaving Plucky funeral. Judge, I'm going to object on foundation. Sustained. Judge, he told them Daryl Franklin reported that incident to him. Lay a foundation. Ask him. Ask him again. What other cars was that Impala used in, to your knowledge? What? What other crimes was the Impala used in, to your knowledge? It was used. The objection is absence of foundation. I agree. Sustained. Ask him the basis for his knowledge. Judge, he previously testified Daryl Franklin. Ask him again. What car were they driving when they came back? When you saw Daryl Franklin, Jasmine Perry, and Ashton Price return to the strip on the day of Plucky's funeral, what car were they in? They was in a white Impala. And what did Daryl Franklin say when he got out of the Impala? That Rail liked that. What does Rail liked that mean? That mean that he's saying like Rail handled his business, how he killed a dude. You also mentioned Little John Haynes. Was that a murder you personally participated in? Yes. Did you all use the Impala for that? Yes. Next call is 1 minute later, February 20th at 10:05 a.m., 9020. Again, are you still with Leroy at this time? Yes. What is, when he is referring to the tourist, well, first of all, who is that boy? That boy, he talking about Cole. And the tourist with baby, what does that mean? Baby, when baby got killed, a blue tourist had pulled up on the side of him. So he just basically saying like, man, it's the same kind of car, a blue tourist, just like that happened with baby. And Curtis Neville was out there for baby, correct? Objection. What you said? Objection sustained. Rephrase your question. Do you know if Curtis Neville was out there when baby was killed? Yeah, he was in a car with baby. Next call is 2 minutes later at 10:07 a.m. This is session 9021, February 20th. Is that you on the phone? Yeah. And who are you talking to? To Poonie. What did you mean when you said, do you remember the homicide? I had a homicide car. Well, we call it the homicide. It's a blue Taurus, but it's a dark blue Taurus. The same one that me and Pound had killed the dude in. And I was just explaining to him like, man, it's the blue Taurus. I was explaining it the same way Leroy explained it about baby, but I was explaining it different when I say it's the homicide. And the homicide meaning he know that the homicide is in the Taurus because it was my car. Blue Taurus, that's why I said sky blue. Instead of dark blue, it's sky blue. Next call is a couple of minutes later at 10:09 a.m. And this is session 9022. And while I am fixing this, or Miss Cynthia is fixing it, why did you call it a homicide car? Because homicide detectives ride in the Taurus like, you know, when they come question you and stuff. And that's what kind of car it looked like, a homicide detective's car. So that's why, you know, it was a police car. So we called it a homicide because, you know, we doing homicides in there too. What? Who are you talking to here? I'm talking to Derek. And what are you talking about license plates? I'm telling him, dude, he got the license plate off the car because when we kill a person and we pull off, they're liable to see the license plate. So I would tell them like to take the license plate off. Is that something you all would do when you knew you were going to commit a murder? Yeah. Sometimes like if it's a spur of the moment, we just kill somebody just right off hand, then we don't trip. But other than that, yeah, we'll take the license plate off or bend it. Or bend it? Yeah. Before Magnolia Shorty, do you know if you all took the plate off? With Magnolia Shorty? Uh-huh. No, it was a temp tag. It was in the window. Next call is the next minute at February 20th, 2011, 10:10 a.m. session 9024. Okay, who are you talking to here? I'm talking to Poonie, Curtis Neville. And who is Stenka? That was real brother. What does it mean when Neville says, I don't want him in our business? Objection, cause for speculation, lay a foundation. Why would Neville want Stenka in his business? Objection, sustained, leading. What is a lick? A what? What is a lick? He says, I don't want him in our business on this lick. Same objection, Your Honor. Sustained. Judge, he can't answer what a lick is. Objection sustained. Restate your question. Do you know what a lick is? Same objection. Overruled. Yeah, a lick is like, say like right now, like say if I go do something and I kill somebody and I get caught with it, like I get caught, I got to take my lick. Like that's a lick, saying like, we about to do this, we about to go on a lick. That means we about to come up and kill somebody, you know. We saying that we're really setting up to kill a dude, so we don't really want him on our lick. Like, we trying to do this without him being around. That's what he basically telling me. Same objection, noted. Objection overruled. What was Stanka's reputation? That he was a rat, just like me.